Hey there, Satish here from divinepowers.in and welcome to the fifth video of my online program, Unlocking Your True Personality. Friends, I used to often think why some children are born in rich families and why some children are born on streets. From day one, they do not have access to good food, good clothing. Education is just out of their reach. Why some children are born with physical deficiencies, why people still die out of hunger out there, why there is so much of suffering in this world, why is there so much of imbalance out here. And the answer which I used to usually get is it's their fate. And who really decides fate, and what basis is this fate decided? And the answer is, God writes, or God decides the fate of people. Now, if you think this, if God has to write the destiny of each person on this planet Earth, then He will not write a destiny which is filled with sufferings, which is filled with all sorrow, which is, you can't have access to food all your life, you can't have access to money all your life. Is this how God will write a destiny? He's not that cruel. He's supposed to be the most loving and the most kind entity. So who decides fate? On what basis is this fate decided? I used to often get bothered about these questions, and I used to never get a proper answer for such questions. And it is of late that when I started learning about spirituality, it tells it that all of us, friends, are immortal souls, and the physical bodies which you see is just a mere costume which we've taken in this birth to express ourselves. And all of us are in this constant journey or a cycle of birth and death, birth and death. So as a soul, we take this body, we express ourselves, we take certain actions, and then for a period of time, we live this body. In other words, we die. And what really happens then? After that, the soul takes another body. And this cycle of birth, death goes on. It's been going on since last 5,000 odd years. And in every birth, we are taking certain actions. And what we're reaping now is the results of those actions. And this, my friends, is law of karma. As you sow, so shall you reap. Now, I want you to understand this thing in little deeper. You say law of karma says, as you sow, so shall you reap. So what it says is your present karmas are deciding your future outcomes. We all know what we want in life, okay? That is the future outcomes. We want peace, we want love, we want harmonious relationships, we want success, we want prosperity. What are our present karmas? We want, I'm just digging a little deeper. We always expect love from people. We always expect honesty, right? We always expect people to be more compassionate towards us, considerate towards us. What are we doing? Check that. What are our present karmas? Because as you sow, so shall you reap. So if you are being dishonest, if you are not being considerate, if you are not showing compassion, if you are not giving love, don't expect these things back. You see? If you see world as a dishonest place, you see world filled with crooks, and you see that people are adopting unfair means to make money, honesty doesn't work. If you feel like that and if you take actions, then get this, if what you sow, so shall you reap. So if you are choosing to be dishonest, or if you are choosing to adopt unfair means, then if you face circumstances which are which are not in line with your expectation, don't crib. Don't crib and don't throw tantrums saying that the world is filled with dishonest people. It's not like that. It is what you give out is what you get back. So if you really want love, you want harmonious relationships, if you want peace, start giving them. You see, when I understood this thing, it is a little difficult. I have been striving every day to become a better person. Many out there must be saying it's very easy to say like that, being honest and not adopting unfair means. When you see around people adopting those things, it's very easy to say like that, but when it comes to practical life, it's very difficult. I completely understand that. I completely agree with you. But friends, after I have understood law of karma, I've started applying that in my life. And yes, initially it was difficult. When you start practicing honesty, when you start adopting sincere ways, yes, you see things which are not going in line with your expectation. You start questioning whether the law of karma really works. But when you do it on a regular basis, when you start practicing on a regular basis, things tend to change. Things really, really tend to change. If you start radiating love, peace, if you start showing care to people, if you accept people unconditionally, if you give selfish love to people, things just change. There is magic which happens, you see. And it's like this flower, in this garden, which is radiating its beautiful fragrance across the garden, and everything around it, the honeybees, the birds, they just come there, they just attract it. And that's how you become as an individual. When you start radiating love, peace, people want to work with you, people want to they want you to be with you. They start liking your company, just about. And you start finding people who are very honest, who are always willing to offer you help. The world automatically starts becoming a beautiful place to live. I know people who keep saying that it's life has been very unfair to me, but really, friends, it is. If you wear a black goggles, and if you see the world around on a sunny day, you will see everything black, right? So what lens are you wearing and seeing this world out? So what I'm trying to say is, if you are throwing away, or if you're radiating anger, ego, jealous, fear, that's what is coming back to you. Law of karma is one of the most indisputable law which is operating through all of us. You may agree or you may disagree, but it is operating. It's as rigid as law of gravitation. As you sow, so shall you reap, friends. Read more about this law in internet. Just Google law of karma. Understand the significance of this in your life and start applying it. Don't blindly listen and don't blindly, hear me out. Understand the law, apply it in your life, experiment it with this law, and see changes in your life. Thank you, friends, for listening to me. Here's wishing you lots of love and luck in your life. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.